Woo, woo, woo. Hey, TP.
How are you? I'm good. How you doing?
I am well. I am well. Thank you for taking time to stop by and be a guest tonight because we were about to have some fun.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now help me pick. Who should I pull next? Who should I pull next, Lynette? You want your best friend or you want the girl who you wanted to beat up? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
The one I wanted to beat up, girl. We're going to bring her up next.
Now you gotta look. No sparring. Okay, no sparring. Okay.
Okay.
You gonna be nice. You gonna be nice to her. Okay. Okay. So without any further ado, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, Raisha.
Oh, I heard you talking. You ready? You ready? Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Please don't do it, because I wasn't trying to take your man.
Okay. You don't want my man, you ain't want my man. But guess what? I had to defend my friend, okay? Okay. I had to be there for my girl.
Yeah.
I had to be there for her.
And you was. But welcome, Raisha. Welcome. How are you?
What's up, everybody?
It's been a minute, but you guys are looking amazing. And I'm loving how we just came in this thing like they don't know. They don't know. I don't know.
TT from the D, looking as fine as can be.
Listen,
Lynette, you're good too, girl. Even though I don't like you, but she's still beautiful.
I love you. I love you.
I love her in real life.
I love it. I love it. All right, Raisha. So I let Lynette pick you. Who do you want to pull in? Do you want to pull in the man you was trying to steal, or do you want to pull in the woman you was trying to kill? What is it? What you trying to do?
I think I am going to pull in the one who didn't give me my baby. She didn't give me my baby. That was supposed to be my baby.
Now, see, I could take that another way, but I'm not going to do that. I know what you meant, but I could have been messy. I could have been a neighbor and been messy, but okay. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring in Alex.
Well, excuse me. Hello, ladies. Your baby. See, we're not even gonna get started tonight.
My baby. You know what you did.
Okay. See, the Lord is working on me, so we're okay. Hey, everybody.
Welcome,
hey, everybody.
Welcome, Alex. How are you?
Good, beautiful people. How you doing? Hey, TT.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, Alex, you gonna bring your man in, or y'all still together? I mean, did you leave him? I mean, what you think?
See, we can't give too much information, but I will say, go ahead and bring him in because, I was a little mad at him because I feel like he was the cause of all of this. But go ahead and bring him in because we past that now. We're past that. So.
Okay. So without further ado, we're gonna bring in the man that was in the middle of it all, Tavon.
What's going on, ladies? What's going on? My favorite song, Black Woman. What's going on, wife? What's up?
Hey.
Girl, I miss you, girl.
Hey, husband.
He only saying that because you're right here.
Baby, she ain't got nothing on us, baby. She ain't got nothing on us.
Listen, okay.
Whatever.
Listen, welcome, Tavon. Welcome to the podcast. It's a pleasure. You're the only man tonight. D. Jones can pull up on us.
I'm holding down for the fellas. That's my dog.
Okay. Hey, y'all was thinking tough. Y'all was holding it down. Yeah. But now, we couldn't be what we are, and you guys wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this queen. There's not enough that we could say about this writer, director, producer, except she know how to gather you and get you in shape and get you ready for the next level. She's all about walking us to that point and pushing us, if that makes sense. So without any further ado, everybody, the creator of Enemy in My House, the one and only Vanessa Lynn.
Hey, boos. Hey, my boo.
Welcome, Vanessa.
Hey, boo. I know I'm sitting back here like, don't say that.
TT, we got Vanessa Lynn.
I know, right? It's a miracle. Because TT been with me for about 18 years, and TT, no. I do not like in front. That's why I got the actors to be in front of the camera, right? That's why I got y'all. Y'all know me. I'll be in the cut. I come out after the show. But TT, no, this is not my soul. That mean I love TT. That mean I
love you right back. I love you right back.
D, girl.
Oh my God. It's first of all, everybody, it is a pleasure. It's an honor to have you guys on. Every one of you are amazing. It's before we get there, because I know we're not having a one-on-one with me. Like, they were like, TT, is you gonna interview them or you gonna talk to them and y'all gonna have a little meetup? But I need to go, and we're gonna act like we're in Hollywood Squares, and we're gonna go ahead and we're going to pick and choose, as I liked how you guys pulled each other in, but we're gonna get to know each other. Not us, but our people, our visitors that are checking us out, the ones that are live with us right now, and those that will be coming through, because as you know, podcasting is amazing because you can always go back and you can always look and you can listen, you can share, you can check it out. And what I would, hey Urs. What I would say and recommend is that you share from your own social media, let them know that you're live if they want to, and I'll tell the people, if you want to chime in, like how we just saw Ursula. See, if Ursula wanted to say something, make a question like she just did, she said, hey y'all, you have to go through StreamYard. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people like to talk to me through the social media page, and I can see them, the questions there, but I can't share them. So if you want your question to be seen and you want it to be shared, you have to go to www.streamyard.com/Facebook and log into your Facebook account. And then you can post your questions in your comments. Now, if you don't want to do that because you like private or you shy, or you scary, whatever that looks like for you, you could always check us out over on YouTube. And again, like I said, we're going to be up and running until we're done. Okay, so this is a special segment tonight. My normal time is 8 o'clock for those of you that know. A lot of my people probably like, they think I went on and came off, but I'm like, no, I got a special segment. So I think we're going to save the best for last, and that's Nessa, because that's going to lead us into this amazing interview. But I think I'm going to start with, yeah, Nessa, go ahead, Nessa. Who should we start with, Nessa?
Well, you know what? Let's go backwards. Let's go from the newbie. And when I say newbie to me, right? Okay. Newbie will working to me, and then we'll go to the OG. So the newbie working with me, it's gonna be that Tavon, that boy there, Tavon. Yes.
Yes. Okay, well done, Nessa. Well, Tavon, could you tell the people a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you became the leading man of Enemy of My House?
Absolutely. So my name is Tavon Platt. I am from Pontiac, Michigan. I've had the pleasure of working with Vanessa Lynn. Like, this is, I don't know, I love, more than anything, I love Jesus Christ. And so I love being a part of a faith-based film. Like, I'm not just, I'm big on storytelling is what I'm most passionate about. Like, acting is cool. Like, I'm multifaceted, but I feel like what I enjoy most is storytelling, and like how much better to be able to discuss like biblical principles, you know what I mean? So not to be churchy and not to make it deep and nothing like that, but I appreciate having a script that was not corny, having a script that told a real story with real people, you know what I'm saying? Real conflict. And so, I don't know, it was a vibe. So I'm glad to be here.
Okay. I like that, the humility there. You didn't talk about you being a model or a barber, master barber.
Right, master barber. Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you slide a little bit, but that's the only grace you get. Okay, that's the only grace you get. But thank you and welcome. But how did you end up working with Vanessa?
I did a show with TT from the D. Yeah. Well, I think it was maybe 2 years ago. I did a show and you were working backstage, and I got a call randomly. I was on my way to my main job, and TT was like, "I got a role for you. I think you would be great for it." Yada yada. I was already a part of another project, and I was like, "I don't know if I even have time to do this," but she's, "I think it'll be perfect." So I said, "Well, like, let me just look at the script." And so she sent me like a couple scenes, and I was like, Oh, this is fire. Denard seems like a cool dude. He is a perfect mix of comedy. It's a perfect mix of feels. Like I said, I love storytelling. So to have a little bit of range in it, I was like, yeah, I need parts. Talk to me. So shortly after that, I had the opportunity to audition, and I think that was like, I don't know, a month and some change before. And I was just so happy. As soon as I got into rehearsal, like I was met by these beautiful Black women and a team of people who just was here to really work hard, and I love it. So I love being around creatives who also want to push you to go harder. So, and that's just exactly what it was. So it's a vibe.
That's what's up. Thank you for that. Thank you. All right, Nessa, who next? Who you want to pull in next?
So technically it would be Alex because I met Ray before Alex. So Alex would be next.
Okay. All right, Alex. Who are you, Queen?
Hey, y'all. I'm Alex or Alexandria, whichever. I'm an actress, and I actually I'm kind of getting away from film, and I think I only want to do stage plays now. Um, Miss V knows she the only person that could get me out. Like honestly, it is a very difficult field to be in, and I'm kind of gonna piggyback off what Tavon said. Like I'm not gonna do anything that doesn't have a purpose. I'm not gonna do anything that's not meaningful. As y'all know, y'all don't see me in much because I'm really not gonna entertain a lot of the stuff that comes out because again, it has to have some type of meaning to it. So, I was actually in the play before this in the midwife. So this was kind of like a redo, and this I don't know, like it was amazing then, but it's like even better now that we got to do it this way. Such an amazing cast. Um, so yeah, and I actually met Miss V off of just having actress in my bio, and then she saw that and told me to audition for her Fakers film, and I really been in her life since then, honestly. So yeah, good to be happy to be here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, okay. Nessa, next up
it would be Ray would be next.
Okay, okay.
Hey everybody. I am Raisha. I have been knowing Miss V. Actually, it's funny. I met her from Miss V, just multifaceted. You know, she's a writer, director, and she has businesses. And she actually had a business, a hall that she owned. And I was getting ready to throw my son's first birthday, and I rented out a hall from her for my son's first birthday. So I've known her ever since then. She was just so cool. She was like, yeah, so this is everything you need. Like she came and checked on us, made sure it was good, and made my son's birthday memorable for sure. And I'll never forget her from there. And then she started making posts about stage plays and things of that nature. I already followed her, knew all the stuff that she did. We got to talking even at the hall about some of her work. So I'm like, yeah, whenever she has something, I'm auditioning. And like Alex, I'm the same way when it comes to doing certain things. I'm very particular about what I do because I am a wife. I am a mom of 3. So I only want to portray myself in a certain light. I love faith-based movies, films, stage plays. Stage plays are my home. I have done films. I've done my own. I'm a writer as well. But the stage, like Alex said, I love the stage. It's something about that live audience feel.
Nothing like
it. Just thrives your energy. It gets you going. Like no show is the same. So if you got multiple shows on that day, every show gonna be different depending on how your audience is. So that's what I love about live theater. And then if you mess up, who gonna know you messed up? You just gotta keep going. Especially if you're a good actor and actress, you keep going, you keep the flow going because it's just nonstop. There's no cut, let's retake, cut, let's retake about 500 times. After the 5th time, you're like, oh my God, the energy is gone. But with the stage, you just get to be you, have fun, be that character, be in that moment, live in that moment. So I love live theater. So definitely always looking for work. If it's work that fits me, definitely I'm ready. I'm out here. I don't care where it's at, New York, Georgia, Detroit. If it fits who I am, where I'm at in my life, I definitely, I'm always open for work. But doing Enemy in my house was amazing. It was fun. I love this amazing cast. Got to work with some of them multiple times. Got to meet some of them, and I just love their energy. Like Lynette, I got to work with her, meet her for the first time. And yeah, girl, I can't wait to get back to the D to hang out with you. But Tavon, meeting him, he just was such a professional. Came on there, killed it in less than a month. He had to study his lines, and it did not feel like anything was thrown off. He added to it. So it was just amazing. Everything happens for a reason. And I think we all just worked so good together. TT, you held it down. Oh my God. When I say
thank you.
Kept us on point. I mean, kept us on point. And just that's just how Miss V is. If you do something for Miss V, she's gonna be on you, okay? Yeah. She's gonna be on you. But I think that is just getting us prepared for the world and the job that we signed up for. Because anything that's worth having, it does not come easy at all. And if you want to be your best, and you can't never just think that you got it all. I've been acting for a long time. I'm the one. I'm in the seat sometimes casting people, but I know how to fall back, humble myself, and be ready to learn. And you have to always be willing to learn and know that you don't never know too much. There's always somebody that can teach you something, and there's always room to grow. So that's what I love about Ms. V. She gives you opportunity to grow. She's going to bring out something in you that you didn't know was in you. So, and because she's only going to hire the best of the best. So I love working with her and everybody in there. So I can't wait to work with y'all lovely people again.
Yeah. Okay. And last but not least, Nessa saved Lynette.
Hey,
the OG
of the crew. Hey y'all, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, TT. Thank you, Vanessa. So my name is Lynette. I'm a hairstylist and actress. I've been acting actually for a very long time, like since like 90 something. But I came to meet Vanessa. Well, no, I saw one of her plays long time ago. And I was like, okay, that's one of my bucket lists to kind of work with her. So someone told me about an audition, and this audition was called Boss Lady. Well, I went, and then I was like, oh, there she go. So I auditioned, and I got the role of understudy of Boss Lady. Now, let me tell you something. I thought that was the biggest accomplishment for me ever, because for someone to see something and to say, hey, if something happens, if something go wrong, boom, you in there. And I studied. And I was like, I'm ready, put me in, coach. But I love the play. That was what, 2000?
Oh, that was 13 years ago. That was 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
That was that long ago?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
And just like everybody else, I'm the same way. I don't do a lot because of the content of what's out here now. I started flying back in 2016, so I totally left. I left from flying in 2023, and I worked one project with another writer, and that was basically it. Like I was like, I'm not doing none of these Tubi movies or whatever. Or Mama, can I get a guitar? Or you know what I'm saying? So one night, I think it was Vanessa and our wonderful director. Her name is Natasha Berry.
Yes.
And so they text. So anybody that know me, honey, I am horrible with the phone, with communication. I have to say I am. I'm just horrible with any and everything, communication, social media, everything. So they text me, and I have two other Vanessas. So the one Vanessa I thought it was, I'm like, who? I said, I just talked to her. And so then Natasha texted, and she was like, girl, call me. And then Vanessa was like, girl, I need you. And I'm like, bet. And so we talked, and she told me the premise of my role. I'm like, okay, that's me. That's me. I love it. And ever since then, I was totally happy about my role. The cast, everyone knows that uh, when you feed off of someone, you know, you get that energy and it makes you better. And that's how this cast was. Total professionals. Total professionals. I couldn't say anything else but superb. Superb. Raisha, Alex, Tavon, D. Jones. Absolutely amazing. And that made me try to step my game up. Like, what can I do? And then Vanessa, she writes amazingly. She writes so good. Why not? Why not be a part of this production? So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to be on board. Thank you so much.
I love it. I have to. We're gonna bring in and let Vanessa break down who Vanessa Lynn is. And I have my little story on how I met Nessa. And this I did this on purpose today. This
Yes.
Yeah. And this here.
I don't know TT from the D too well, because baby, that flower got a story.
It's got a story. But without any further ado, Vanessa Lynn.
Hey, babies.
Listen, you are responsible for a lot of people's careers here that's gone on to do even bigger and greater things outside of the D. But for those that may be in other states, other countries, because the show is seen in other places, thank God for that. Tell the people a little bit about who you are and how long you've been in the industry. And then I want to know, I'm like an inquiring mind. I want to know, like, well, how did you choose these people? But before we get to that, I want you to break it down of who you are so we can get to know you. And I want to share the clip. We have a video clip of some of your work, ladies and gentlemen. Clip. A little clip. Let the people know a little bit about who is Vanessa Lynn.
So, first of all, hey TT from the D, hey Cass, hey y'all. You know what, TT? I can't talk about me without talking about my mother, because my mother was a very well-known vocal music teacher in the city of Detroit. She taught for Detroit Public Schools for 40 years. My mom didn't know this at first. When I first met Ursula, I had no idea that my mom was Ursula's teacher. No idea. Ursula saw her at a show and she was like, Vanessa, is this your mother? She was like, she's responsible for me singing. And my mother's responsible for so many of well-known. If you guys know Marcus Divine, he'll tell you Miss D, everybody call my mom Miss D, is responsible for me doing this. So I grew up with the arts. I literally grew up with a piano and organ in my house. I grew up with going to rehearsals nonstop. I grew up with excellence on stage. So it's in me. So even though I didn't go the musical route like my mom took us to stage plays. I started writing plays when my mom took me to see 2 plays between the ages of like 5 and 8. I actually saw the original Wiz with Stephanie Mills. The original Wiz let me tell you something. That original Wiz with Stephanie Mills will change your whole life. And she was like 17, 18 at the time. I was just blown away. And then I went to go see Annie. And so at a very young age, I was like, I want to do that. And I would write these little skits at home. And me and my brother would act them out. And the only time I really had an acting role is I got cast in junior high as Coretta Scott King, believe it or not.
Wow.
Cast as Coretta Scott King in junior high. That was my only little acting career. But I started just writing stuff. And then when I got saved and really got into the church, I started seeing like a gap between like the young people and what was going on with church. And I devised this play. I didn't have a name for it at first, but it was about a girl at church that falls for a bad boy that would actually become Unequal Yoke. Unequal Yoke was developed over a number of years. And so officially start of my career was approximately 20 years ago with the stage play Unequally Yoked, which you still to this day can see on Tubi. It was on Tubi before it was a Tubi, right? Wow. To this day, and Unequally Yoked has been around 20 years, but it's been on DVD for about 15, 16 years. So you can still see it on Amazon Prime, all that stuff. And so honestly, from there, it opened up doors to for me to write for national playwrights, to write for shows that's been on BET, to write for other people, to start my own organization called Urban Playwrights United. And it's just really been a ride. It's been a ride. It's been a nonstop ride for 20 years with its ups and downs, highs and lows, and all that stuff in it. But honestly, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I really, really wouldn't. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. Everybody know I'm a grandmother because if you know me, you know Jaden somewhere.
Right.
You don't know nothing about it. Oh, Jaden. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. Again, been around the arts. I can't talk about my career without talking about my mother, God rest her soul, because that's how I got started.
Sure. Well, like I said earlier, you're responsible for a lot of people's careers here in the D, outside of the D, that's gone on to do major things. You've discovered multiple of talents, me being one of them. The way, and I'll do a quick little thing about how I met Vanessa. I met Vanessa when she was casting for Unequally Yoked. And I was auditioning for Teresa, right? And the director, Anthony, I was nervous, y'all. I found the audition. I can't remember how I got the audition, but I went, and it was in an apartment complex. And I was skeptical at first because I'm like, I don't know if I should be going to nobody else. But if you know me, then you know me. And I'm more relaxed now, but I had a plan. I had an exit plan, and I stepped right by the front door. I'm like, I don't know none of these people, but I felt comfortable when I saw Vanessa and ladies. There wasn't like one of those scams, you know how they do that. And so the gentleman just kept looking at me, and I was feeling uncomfortable. I said, why does this man keep looking at me? I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, I don't think it's for me or whatever. And he says, I bet you wonder why I keep looking at you. I said,
I remember that.
You remember that? Yeah. So I said, I actually was. And he said, you look so much like my sister. He was like, and I see the character on you, but I see her with curly hair and a rose in her hair.
Yep. And
I was like, oh. I said, well, he said, you could get like a weave or a wig. And he was like, we could get that. And I'm like, okay. So I was all excited about it and went to rehearsals. And then one day we were having a rehearsal, and when I got to rehearsal, everybody was crying. And I was looking like, why everybody sad? And they was like, TT, you didn't get the call? And I was like, no. And they said Anthony had passed away. And I said, what? He had a heart attack and he died.
Was it 2 weeks before the show or a week?
It was 1 week before the show. It was 1 week before
the director died. The director died a week before the show.
Yeah, you're right. He died the week before the show. And I remember Vanessa, she almost had me have a crash on the freeway because he kept getting on Vanessa's case about seeing her own work and wanting her to be able to sit and enjoy her work. But Vanessa is very hands-on. She's gotten more laid back, I think, a little bit, yeah. Where she's still gonna make sure, but it's her child. That these productions are just extensions, if that makes sense. And so I remember I was driving and I had just left rehearsal, and she was telling me, she says, it's a lot going on, and Anthony had kept saying, like, I need to sit back and watch. I said, and you do. And she was like, yeah, so you're going to have to step up. And I was like, huh? I was like, what? And no. So it was crazy how that kind of spearheaded. And then I don't even know how I ended up becoming Nessa's stage manager. I know. I don't remember how that happened. I don't know. Yeah. You gave me Vanessa is responsible for me having my very first opportunity to direct a stage play. Hmm. And when she did that, I was like, oh, that's not what I do. I don't know. She said, do you think I would put this in your hands if you weren't capable? And as y'all know, someone like this telling you that, you like, well, I'm working on my cousin. So I was like, well, if she know I could do it, she must know something I don't know. And that opportunity was amazing. It was amazing. But then I ended up somehow becoming a stage manager with you. And I have been tipping in with a little bit with TJ Hemphill, but Vanessa just sorely just put me in that thing. And then I started learning that. And then the rest is kind of history.
You stage managing all over the place now.
I am, thank God.
Literally.
But I'll say this, Nessa, and to what each and every one of y'all said, I learned along this journey. I too, even though I do production, I can't get on everybody's production. Right. I've learned that because I don't do well with all that stuff that goes on. I want to come in and do what we're supposed to do because we're all talented in some shape or form. It's our gifts from God. And so I love to be attached to people who are growing and showing. And my job, one of my gifts is to help you be better than you already are. I'm not coming in and making you do anything. I'm just going to be an accent to help that go exactly the way it is. I call it my Michael Landon, a Highway to Heaven. I might be dating myself, but I loved that show growing up because he just would come through, do what he was going to do, and he on to the next. He didn't want extra. He didn't, he just came in, did his job, and went on. And when they would wake up, like, what? Oh, he's gone. And he got that jacket, and he walking up the highway. And I used to be like, I want to be like that. I don't know why I thought that, but I look at productions like that. Like, I love working on productions, and I make relationships, and I go on. Yeah. And the beautiful thing about what you do, Nessa, is that you see things in us and you help us shape and form it and get it. And then you like, go on and do this. You should do that. Right. And you're not a gatekeeper. Hey, big
there go the queen. There go the queen.
Listen. What?
The queen.
Listen.
I don't know why Deb is not on here with us, but
I thought Deb had. Okay.
Oh, she might be filming one of the 900 movies she filmed. Yeah.
She be doing. Deb does a lot of films, a lot of commercials, a lot of writing. That's a whole nother thing. But before we go any further, because I want to know how you came up with these amazing individuals, I definitely want to share this clip because some folks may not have seen the stage play. And this may be this coming Sunday, which is the premiere at the Bel Air Theater, September 21st. And what does thing say? It's sold out. I'm sorry. It's
sorry, y'all. Sorry, not sorry, actually.
And we're not being messy. We're just saying what it is. And so it's sold out. But if you didn't get a chance to see the stage play, and if you missed the opportunity to get your ticket, I'm going to share with you what you're missing. But and that was messy, but I'm not messy. And for those of you that saw it, and those of you are coming this coming Sunday, you already know what you're in store for, but let me give you a reminder. So this is some of these amazing young ladies and that handsome fella right there. And this body of work is by that queen, Vanessa Lynn.
This is Monique Daniels with the Mommy Minute.
In between time, I'm out. Let's just pray about it. Is that cool? I love you, Mrs. Daniels.
I love you more, Mr. Daniels.
How do you deal with it?
Harmony, there is nothing to deal with. I trust my husband.
My wife and I don't have secrets.
Just wondering if you have the tea on how committed Mr. Daniels is to his marriage. Excuse me?
It's my home that I share with my wife. I love my wife.
I don't know what's going on with them. Or us.
Can't believe you still tripping on that.
You cannot be serious right now. What's up with you?
Get that woman out of your house.
I almost threw in the towel, and by chance, you walked through the door.
Mrs. Daniels, nothing, I mean nothing, ever happens by chance.
Woo! Every time I watch that, I get chills. Every time I watch, it's so intense. And I was there, but it's so intense.
Right.
And the score on that, when I tell you I'm mad and sad that I can't be at the premiere because I have to have another event that we're casting for, but
cancel it. No.
I can't do that. But first of all, kudos to each and every one of y'all. Y'all owned y'all roles and your characters. You gave a life to each and every character. And I have to say this before I have Vanessa unpack this. Y'all was one of the most professionalist, smoothest team working behind stage that I've had to deal with in a long time. Aww. I did not have to, hey, you need to be here, you need to be there, you need to do this, because it was just me, the stage manager, right? One of us. Sometimes we have stage left and right. We had one side. Y'all was where y'all needed to be. Quick changes was everything. And shout out to Ursula and Deb, everybody who, Sharice, everybody who was back there doing that thing. But y'all ate that. Aww. Y'all ate that. And Vanessa, amazing work, because you're right. The enemy come in our house. That's a whole nother thing. That is a whole nother thing. And I don't want to give
What's
away.
up, Crystal P?
Hey, Crystal P.
Hey, Crystal P.
The queen of Detroit clean comedy.
Listen. Yes. Oh,
Mama Deb said, "Give me on."
You know what? You said, "How do I get on here?" You know what? Anybody got access at their fingertips to share that link?
Let me see.
Your private link. If you can share it with Deb, she can pop in it and I can bring her in.
Put it in the chat.
No, because then other people might try to get on there.
Not that chat. I mean our chat. Our
private chat. Our group chat. Yes. Because I don't want no stalkers in there. Okay. So, Nessa, I gotta ask you, how did you end up? Crystal said this was such a phenomenal production. It was. Yes.
And she was so funny.
I concur.
Yeah, she hosted, for those who's watching, she hosted the show.
So funny.
Yes. And so Crystal P is a problem all by herself. Crystal,
a big problem. Yes.
A big problem. And Crystal P is an amazing actress as well. People don't really know that. And Vanessa Lynn, she's been in Vanessa's production.
Yeah, Crystal P, day one. Crystal P been with me 20 years. Yeah.
Yes. I met Crystal P because of Vanessa. Like, I end up being Crystal P stage manager for her last several projects because of Vanessa. My relationship with Vanessa and Nikki Giovanni. Oh my God, this thing go big and deep, baby. It go big and deep. But so Nessa, tell us. Oh, she said, "Oh, thank you." You know how she is. I can just imagine her saying that. So, Nessa, you got to tell us, how did you end up selecting, after you wrote this production, did you already have these particular people in mind? Like, I want this person to be this person.
Let me say this, just to be clear. You guys are going to see on the casting credits, there's 4 people. I don't do casting by myself. Casting was TT, Deb, and Natasha and myself. Casting has always been a team effort. I have never did one show where I picked all the actors, because you need a bunch of eyes, right, to make sure that everything, exactly, Crystal P, to make sure that everything is together. So it was a collective effort and in trusting everybody's vision. And so this show, without going too deep, this show has been developed over a series of years, right, under different names and all of that. It kind of started off as one concept and kind of moved to another. So the show been around a minute, but it's always been a premise of this woman almost like a Lifetime movie. This woman coming into the house and disrupting the house situation. That's always been the premise of the show. It's always been the friend and the, those, there've been some stable characters there, but they've changed over the years. And so because we had did the version of the show called The Midwife already, and Alex was in that as Monique, and Ray was in it as was the character's name Monique? No, they were different names. I'm sorry. It was whole different names, right? I think. I don't remember.
Oh, what?
Be changing names. I think the names may have been they were Monique. Yeah, they were Monique.
No, it was Monique.
Yeah, it was Monique.
Okay.
So Raisha and Alex was already in the show, but Alex had moved to Atlanta. I'm sorry, Ray had moved to Atlanta, and the cast at the time, we had some other cast members there. Everybody wanted Ray back, and we were like, "How is this going to work?" And she's in Atlanta. And so we talked to Natasha, the directress, and it was hard to kind of convince her at first because am I going to be rehearsing on Zoom? You need to be here with the energy. So basically, them two were kind of in the show before, and that's how that worked. So far as Lynette, I got to give Natasha that credit because I got to be honest with you. Much as I love Net, because she's been flying, I didn't even know Net was back like stable in Detroit. Right? I had no idea. So it wasn't that we wouldn't have cast her, but I'm like, in my mind, she's gone. And so Natasha was like, "Oh no, I got the perfect person, Lynette." It wasn't even a question. I'm like, okay, okay, right. And then when it came to Tavon, TT, that was all you, right? So it was a collective effort. Deb is always around to make sure everything. Sharice, like the whole team cast. So I can't take credit for casting everybody. It's always a team effort. I gotta be honest with you. If one team member be like, this person not a good fit, we move on. So honestly, I gotta credit the Parables team for getting this cast together.
Amen.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's dope. Okay, that's dope. And with each character being casted, did you ever find it in a place where you say, well, you know what, I feel like I should have gone with someone different because of something that may have happened?
I've been doing this for 20 years, and I can tell you, and TT can tell you, Crystal P can tell you, everybody work with me can tell you. A lot of time who we cast initially don't end up on the stage. We have replaced people the day before show. We've replaced people during a show. I know for a fact that if they're not supposed to be up there, God will move them every single show. So no, the people who ended up on that, there was never a doubt in my mind that it needed to be another cast because I knew if they made it to the show, that this is who God meant to be on that show. And I got to be honest with you, you would never know that they weren't, like, I believed that, Monique and Denard were married. I believe Lynette and D. Jones was this little arguing couple. I believe Harmony was, and I'm gonna get you off of that little talk in the beginning, and we ain't saying all that about the show. We ain't saying all that, right? But Harmony was who she was. Like, there was never a doubt, and you believed it. And the energy, there wasn't no drama behind stage, right? Because we don't play that. We keep the drama on the stage. Everybody who worked behind the scenes. So no, there's never. And again, TT, you know this, there's never a time where I've had a show that whoever was supposed to be replaced was not replaced by the time the curtains went up. Never.
This is true. And she's so 100% true and right that there's been people fired the day before. And I remember a particular person, I'm not going to put their name out there, but I remember a particular person thought that they was going to hinder your show because they was acting out. And Nessa was like, oh, no, I already know who's going to be that person. And I was like, and they was ready to go. And I was like, oh, same day. We got to get
God always got a ram in the bush. Listen, let me tell you something. People don't know this, but when I feel like somebody being funny, I make a call like, listen, I'm about to send you a script. I need you to learn this role.
Keep your head on the swivel.
It's not an understudy that's coming to rehearsal. It's just God has never left us. He's never left us hanging. I always know if somebody not going to work out. So Cash, you don't never have to be afraid if you see somebody their energy wrong. You're like, well, why they here? Don't worry. You get that call from Deb because it's always Deb firing somebody.
Yeah.
Don't be me. You get that call from Deb, right? Is she coming up on here? If you get that call from Deb or Ursula, right? Or Nate Top, but if you get that call from Deb, She's gonna say, "Hey, baby, how you doing? All right. Well, yeah, we going in another direction. God bless you." It's gonna be Deb giving that call.
What is yep. Deb in the building. I'm about to bring her up. Without it, this. So listen, Deb is phenomenal. She's also responsible for a lot of people's careers and things as well. So I'm gonna bring her into this space with us. Welcome, Mama Deb.
Yeah.
Hey,
y'all. Miss y'all.
Hey.
Miss you.
My computer is acting stupid, so I may have to switch to my phone.
Oh, you good right now?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So welcome, Deb, to TT from the D podcast. Thank you for pulling up.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We thought you was filming.
It's an honor.
On a project right now.
Huh?
I thought you was filming.
No, I was filming a couple of weeks ago, and then I'll be filming from the 3rd to the 8th of October.
Okay, because you
Ohio.
You would have definitely came on here when we all came in here. But so before we pull you into this mess we have, please tell the viewers a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you connected with Vanessa Lynn.
Oh, she froze.
Okay, first of all,
she had
because my laptop is acting retarded.
Okay.
So I'll be back in a minute, and then I can hear everybody.
Okay. So
technology.
Okay, so Deb will be back, y'all, but it's history. There's rich history with that. So Nessa, with this production being a stage play, you filmed and we went live. And what's so amazing is that process was really smooth. In my opinion, because I've had the pleasure of working with you when you filmed Boss Lady. I did the stage play and I was with you when you were filming it. This was really, really smooth. I think there go Mama Deb right there. Wait, let's pull it back in. Let's see. I see her.
Oh, you clear too.
All right, that's better. Now, so what was it that you asked me, TT?
There we go. Yes, and yeah, it's very, very clear. I like that. Okay, very good.
A lot better.
So I'm gonna pause what I said about the filming. So Deb, yes, tell the people a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you connected with Vanessa Lynn.
Okay, well, I am a mother of 4, a grandmother of 14, and a great grandmother of 5. I love my family. I love people, and I'm an actress. I'm a writer. I'm a published author. And yeah, I do all that stuff. I do as much as I can, and I try to talk to young people and let them know, don't just limit yourself to acting.
Yeah.
Learn as much as you can behind the camera or backstage or whatever you're working with, because when you do that, you continue to work. If you're not working as an actor, you might be working as the director or a wardrobe person or props or whatever. But if you learn as much as you can behind the camera and behind the stage, you'll continue to work. And attitude is everything too. People,
Everything.
if you have a good attitude, people want you around. I've had people just make a space for me in their production, and they just say like, okay, we just got to have you. We'll find a place to put you, but we need you. That comes from treating people right. You have to treat people right. As far as Miss Vanessa Lynn, this is my girl here. I I started acting, oh gosh, 2006. I went to Detroit Repertory Theater for my training. And as soon as I got out of Detroit Repertory Theater, I saw something about this Miss Vanessa Lynn was auditioning for a stage production of this play called Affairs.
Oh
And
yeah, I
so,
remember that.
yeah. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna go and get my feet wet and I'm gonna try out for these two little small roles that they weren't really small roles because there aren't small roles. But back then I didn't know, I was still green. And I said, I'm gonna try for these two roles here, and see what I can do. And I went in, I auditioned, I sung a song, and I went home. And Vanessa called me and offered me the lead role in the play. Shocked. I was shocked. Because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just starting out.
Yeah.
I don't know about this thing here. you know. She just threw me in there and said, okay, have at it. And so and I'm gonna tell you a little something else was going on back then. I didn't drive. I didn't get my license until I was in my 50s. So I was taking the Metro Lift to every rehearsal. I would call them, they would come pick me up. Metro Lift was my transportation. I would take it everywhere. I didn't miss a rehearsal. I was there early, and I've started to learn that, if you're on time when it comes to show business, you're late. So that's something that I carry with me. And so Vanessa, we did Affairs. I loved it. I love the people. I love Vanessa. She was a little stern back then.
She was. I remember
she
I
was a
was
little
part of
stern.
Did I do that?
But I was with it. I was like, hey, whatever we got to do to get this production moving, let's do it. And also, Vanessa pushed me to start directing.
Me too.
She said, look, let me tell you something. You're doing all this acting. You need to start directing. I'm like, what? Directing? So Vanessa has a way of seeing things in you that you don't see in yourself. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And I've been acting ever since. I do commercials, I do voiceovers, I do stage, I do film. Wherever I'm needed, I do that.
Deb is the queen of Detroit. There ain't a director in the city of Detroit. She being very humble.
Yes, she is.
There ain't a director in the city of Detroit. There's not an actor in the city of Detroit. It's more people know Deb than know me. Right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've worked.
And I gotta say this. I have to say this. Deb bought me one of my most beloved jewels, and that was her brother George, who was my musical director for a decade. George gave us a signature sound. Yes. If you listen to all of my DVDs, George gave us a very signature sound. And unfortunately, we lost George, but he literally bought me one of our most, and everybody loved George. Everybody loved George. He gave us a signature sound. He gave us like that movie, like suspense music. And George knew me so well. It was almost like he was flowing with a preacher. Like he knew where to take the music and where to go. So if you go and look at all my DVDs and stuff, you'll hear that signature sound. And that was George Chenault.
That's right.
Yeah, that was my baby. And George had been doing. George started off years ago working with Michael Matthews. He actually did the music for Michael Matthews' Wicked Ways. George was the one who did the music for that. So he knew from way back when. And once I got into it and pulled him into it, he was back. He was like, "I'm back home. Let's do this." And we loved him for his mind, man. His music sense was just off the chain.
Amazing. Yes.
Off the chain.
Yeah. I remember George. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
I know. I think I introduced you to George and Roz. No,
yeah,
you knew George already, but you wasn't familiar with Roz, right?
you did because and you see how we paying it forward. Like
Yeah.
Vanessa pushed me into some things that I didn't know about myself, and then I remember I can't remember which production was it that you allowed me to step up there and direct. It was the one. Was it with Kel Mitchell?
It might have been.
That's the one.
It might have been. Don't listen. Y'all can't even ask me who starred. It's been people can't be like, I was in the play. I'm like, you was? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You taking me too fast, TT.
Okay.
I gotta make sure I remember everybody who was just in Enemy. Like, I had to ask Deb. I said, well, Deb, who was the murderer in Affairs? Because I didn't remember. Like, who did I write in there to be?
Oh, God.
You taking me way too fast. But you might have, it might have been you and Carlos directed.
That's right, Carlos.
With Kel Mitchell. Yeah.
Yep, Carlos Faison. Yep. And
Yeah.
so
not Faison, Carlos.
Carlos Mays. Yeah.
Mays. Yeah.
Mays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Deb, you had told me you're the reason why I started directing for Roz and George.
Yes.
They were looking for a director, and you was like, "Hey, TT, my sister and brother, they looking for a director." I was like, "Oh, I don't direct," and you was like, "Yes, you do." And I did one little thing for Vanessa. I don't do it, and then I realized though, but see, you too see in other people, and every one of us on this screen, our gifts have made room for us, whether we know it or we know we didn't. Another thing that you guys know is that Deb has a deep spiritual root about herself. She's a God-fearing woman. So we all have talked about that before we got on, Deb. But yeah, we talked about that already, like how we all are rooted and we're connected.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
it makes sense because it makes the phrase true that your gift will make room for you. And when you say and you connect and you not the dollar, there was a time where I thought I just got to do this and do that so I can make this money. And I wasn't happy. I can make some money, but I wasn't happy. And then I said, I got to pick and choose now. And it has to resonate with me. It has to be something, hold something to me. And so, with all of this that's going on, even with Enemy in My House, you were very much a part of that, making sure everything was what it needed to be,
And you know what? And I did it quietly. And that was because, I would go to Natasha and, speak to her. You don't want to step on the director's toes.
Never.
Whatever your position is in a production, if you have something that you see or you want to point out, you don't just blurt it out. You go to the director because that's the director's job.
That's right.
So there were little things I would see that I would point out, and every once in a while I would say something to one of the actors, but rarely. Basically just for encouragement, just to encourage everyone.
And I would say you did that beautifully. You did it quietly, but it was loud in a beautiful way because you really was our calmness in the background. And
wow,
definitely for me was my calmness. Like, okay, y'all got this. Y'all know. Yeah.
Because y'all had it. I mean, really.
I agree with her.
Yeah. Oh, that's a blessing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
With this production, Vanessa, that now you took it from the stage and you filmed it, and now we're coming upon the premiere this coming Sunday. I shared this. I'm gonna do it again, Deb, because you went on here because I can't. I'm the podcaster, but I was telling people they should have got their tickets, but they didn't. And guess what happened?
Yes.
It's sold out. And so, Vanessa, for one, how does that feel to know that you have a production, that you had a sold out play that was sold out as well? Now that you have a premiere that's sold out, how does that feel to you?
It's awesome. With the premieres, and I tell this all the time, we were doing premieres before there was an indie community in Detroit. We were doing premieres with stage play DVDs. This was a little different because we used to call it a DVD premiere, right? So when we did Unequally Yoked, when we did Affairs, when we did Boss Lady, it was called DVD premieres because we were just screening the DVDs. And it was, and Deb will tell you, the premieres are not for me. They are not.
Yeah.
Y'all know me. I can have y'all at the house with some popcorn and we'll put it on. The premieres were always for the actors. Yeah. So for me, it was mimicking Hollywood, setting up, letting them feel a part of something bigger, bring their families and friends. It was always meant to be fun. It's not meant to be no pressure. Dress up. We always had a theme. And so, yes, I love the fact that we're going to come. And these are fun. They're fun. The audience is fun. And wasn't that audience hype for the show, y'all? That was a hype. When I say those beautiful audiences, that audience, I got to be honest with you. I was in the, TT said I'm trying not to work, but I was running the sound cue. I was in the upper sound booth in the balcony. And so I really got to hear, I was like right around everything. And when I tell you as a writer to hear the audience respond to stuff that you don't even think is maybe significant, right? Because every single thing you read, you're like, they're not going to respond to this. But when I tell you that audience responded to every little line, they paid attention to every voiceover, every interaction, they were just hyped. So that audience, I think, maybe you, Ned or Ray was saying earlier, the audience makes you on that stage. It gives you that energy. It gives you that drive. And so to have that captured on film, right? It was captured on film with no cuts, with no edits, with no filters. And so, of course, we got, and let's shout out to B. Rudd, our cinematographer and editor. Let's shout him out because he did a phenomenal job. So they're going to get to experience what we experienced that day. So that's a great feeling that we were able to capture that live essence and that energy. And you hear in the recording, all the laughs, all the cheers, even sometimes somebody hand going up, we catch all that because they in the line of the fire. So I can't wait for the cast to see themselves on these are just fun, aren't they, Deb? We did it.
I love them. I love them.
They're just fun. We're gonna all dress up. I know y'all gonna be slayed to the gods. I already Alex
like yes.
I'm not gonna break it. Right.
And you know what? It's for me, it's gonna be fun. Not just for me, but also for Sharice and Ursula, because we were behind stage. We didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
We were backstage all that time.
Yeah.
So this is going to be awesome we enjoyed it. And we could hear everything. Yeah. So we were hyped when people laughed. We were hyped backstage, but it'll be nice to see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
We're excited. We're in the cast excited. We're upset that Raisha can't come. She's in Atlanta. She's in Atlanta.
Boo.
We're gonna try to set up. You know how we used to do her in rehearsal. Remember? We had a tripod. I'm gonna bring a little tripod and we're gonna set it up so at least she might not be able to see everything, but at least she can be a part of.
She'll be able to experience.
Because people gonna be asking, where's she at?
Yes.
I need to see her. People gonna be asking.
They gonna want to fight. They gonna want to fight.
I know. Some of my people, they reached out, sending me messages like, "Yeah, I got tickets. I'm gonna be there." Sunday. I said, "You can get to see it since you ain't see the stage play. I may not be there, but be there in spirit for me."
Right.
They didn't get to see the stage play, so it's gonna be beautiful to see them, to hear their responses afterwards.
Yeah.
The ones that couldn't come to the actual show, but it does suck not being able to actually be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because even as actors and actresses, we don't get to see ourselves that much. So it's like, okay, well, so
that's awesome. That's true. So
I'm gonna be following y'all on Facebook, looking at everybody's outfits and seeing everything.
I ain't gonna be there either, Raisha. I'm not gonna be able to make it either. So
who said that? Was that you, TT?
Get her, Mama Deb.
What?
You know what? I know.
I don't even know why you said something on here about that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna be cool. I'm okay.
I know, but I have I have another obligation, so I have open auditions that I have to be a part of. So.
When you the stage manager extraordinaire, I mean, you the stage lady. I mean, hey, you in demand.
Nothing wrong with that.
And we asked for that. Now, I want to go back around before we wrap, and I need to ask you all one question. What is your why for doing what you do? And I'm going to start with Lynette.
My why is actually my family. No one, I'm pretty private and I don't, put my family out in the limelight, but my family is a bunch of crazy characters. And I was always that kid that put on shows. Christmas, me and my brother and my sister, I was the stage director, and we did twas the night before Christmas, so it was nothing. My house was always filled with movies and music, and every time I wrote out a little flyer for a show, my mom and my dad, they would set they chairs up, and they would have popcorn, and they would sit there, and they'd be like, "We want a show, we want a show." And so at that point, I was like 8, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be on the stage for real one day. And they will always say, "We know you are, baby. We know. And that's why I do it. I do it for them because I told them that I was going to do it, and they believed in me, and here I am. Yep. That's my life.
What's up? Thank you. All right. Let me see. Alex, what is your why?
It's a little bit deep for me. So when I was a kid, I was very like suicidal and stuff. So I tried to find an escape, and one of my escapes was makeup, and the other one was really the stage. I took my first acting class when I was in the 6th grade, and I remember like the feeling that I felt like I never been like super shy, but I've never been like super comfortable either. So like everything that I would feel, I would get on stage and they would be like, play this role. And I would be like, oh, okay, so this is an escape. I get to be whoever I want to be. So I just like ran into that. I like loved it. It's like whoever I get to be on stage, it's like a takeaway for me. It's like an escape. And it's like I get so nervous, but then when I get on stage and the curtain goes, it's like I'm in my zone. It's like you can't tell me nothing. I don't hear nobody. I don't see nobody. It's like this is for me, and I knew it when I felt that way. So it's like an escape. It's really exactly that. So yeah.
That's what's up. What's up? All right. Next up, I'm gonna say Tevon. What is your why?
My why? For me, I mean, I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, and I swear I'm not this deep or this churchy. I swear, but
that's okay.
Like I really feel like like this is what God put me here to do. I really feel like through storytelling is a way to touch people. You know what I mean? Like I may not ever get to like physically talk to somebody, but I feel like if I can depict the character, or if I can tell a story, like, I don't mind playing a dastardly villain, but I feel like if I'm not, and this teaches somebody about life, or it, I don't know, allows somebody to connect to this character in some type of way, I feel like I've reached somebody, and I feel like that's what I was put here to do. So, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Ray, what's your why?
My why is since I was little, because I was a little girl, like I've lived for entertainment. I was that little girl who was watching movies and literally mimicking films and learning the movies word from word. And nobody wanted to watch a movie with me. They were like, she about to say the whole movie. We got to sit here and hear her say the whole movie. And I would literally do that. I would do that with reading. I was that little girl that would be in my room reading a book and literally imagining the characters and bringing them to life. That's how I started writing. And then I started doing spoken word. Just entertainment has always been a part of my life. It's really my joy. Like how Alex said, it's her escape. Yeah. It's where I find peace at outside of God and outside of my family. I find peace being on the stage. I find peace singing. I find peace acting. It really completes me. So if I don't do it, then I'm not being myself. If I'm not living in my purpose, then I feel like I've lost myself and I can't lose myself. I got to show my children that if I can do it, they can do it. Whatever it is that it is that God gives them to do, just do it. Because if I don't do it, then who's going to be the first person to show my family that it's possible? Because, you know, in this type of field, a lot of people say, you know, it's like one of 1,000, one of many. And it's like, okay, that may be their story. That's not my story. But if I don't change that perspective, then they're going to think, yeah, it's not possible to happen for people like us. No, it is possible. If you love something and God has placed it in your heart to do, and you talk to God about it, and you know for sure that's your calling, that's your purpose, that's where you're supposed to be, then you're supposed to do it no matter how many no's you get told, no matter if you got to open up that door yourself and open up the opportunity for yourself, you don't stop doing it. Even if you're doing it in a small way. You can do it with something else until it gets to where you need it to be, but just don't give up on what is a part of you and what makes you you. So my why is it makes me me. I'm not me without it.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Okay, you got real deep on this. Real deep on it.
It's a real deep cast, ain't it?
Yeah. I know people like, okay, I wasn't ready for all of this.
All that.
All right, I gotta ask Big Sis Deb, what is your why?
It's kind of twofold. When I started doing this, I did it because it was fun. It was the most fun to me. I mean, every production, everything I did, it was just fun. And I always said, once it stops being fun, I won't do it anymore. But I also do it because my grandkids and my kids think I'm the coolest grandma in the world. And my grandkids brag on me. And I'm like, what? That, look, as a grandmother, that is huge.
Yeah.
Because you have different relationships with your grandkids, and to have your grandkids look up to you like that. I mean, even as far as helping me learn my lines and helping me get through that part of it, it's just fun for them also. Some of them want to go into acting or production or something like that. So for me, it's just being the coolest grandma ever.
I love that.
I do too. All right, Nessa, what is your why?
Well, I hate to mimic Tavon here since he want to start the offering plate. But it's simply, honestly, this is my ministry. This is what God put me on the earth to do. The company is called Parables Entertainment because for those that don't know, Jesus spoke in parables. In other words, he taught biblical principles in stories that people could understand without necessarily quoting scripture. So honestly, whether it's because I have a range of writing. I've done shows where it ain't hardly no laughs in it, like Boss Lady. There's very few laughs. It's a very, somebody even called it kind of dark. It's a very dramatic, it's very deep, right? And then we could go to some of the murder mysteries we used to do. And believe it or not, and me and Dad was talking about it the other day, we've done a murder mystery that ain't got no scripture in it, no nothing. And we had a lady one time, she came and she was crying after the show. We all went and prayed for her, because laughter is good like a medicine. So this is simply my ministry. I am to write things that will make people reflect on themselves. I try to write characters that are completely real. I don't do a story if I don't know something about something, I'm gonna call somebody that in other words, if I'm writing about a social worker, I'm not just gonna write the lines. I'm gonna call a social worker and say, hey, how does this feel? How does this? I'm not a man. So when I'm writing about on a male perspective, I call men and ask them, hey, how would you react to this? What's a realistic situation with this? What's this? So a lot of time as writers, I can tell when a woman wrote something, right? Because she's talking. She has her male characters talking the way a woman would have them talk. Well, I try not to do that. I try to keep it real. But So quite simply, TT, this is my ministry. This is what God called me to do. And in the midst of writing and putting the shows together, God always has me meet people where they are because I'm a vessel to help them get where they're going. So it's no coincidence. A lot of people say, hey, you connect me with this, you connect me with that, because that's also a part of the ministry. So quite simply, TT, my why is because God told me to.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Yeah. You're right. We ain't got extremely deep, like really deep. So Sunday, September 21st. What do they need to know, Vanessa, about getting ready for the production to come to life on the screen? What do they need to be prepared for, and what do they need to do for those that were not lucky because of this?
She keeps doing
I'm sorry. Let's hold out. But so for those that can't come, what do you want to say to those that were, lucky enough to get their tickets? What do they have to look forward to?
First of all, y'all better come slaying. Y'all all black. The all black is not just for the cast. When we do a theme, it's for everybody. It is for everybody. So first of all, I need y'all to come in y'all best black. You cannot overdress. Because somebody was asking today, can I wear a formal dress? If you want to, absolutely. Right. So your best black may be one thing and may be something else to somebody else. So come in your best black. We're going to have the lobby set up. I'm going to have not only a photographer there, but I'm also going to have a photo booth where you can take the picture and send it to yourself. So we got two things. You can get your professional picture, get it straight to your phone. It's being hosted by the Lovelies, which is Danny Lee and Malcolm Lee. Danny actually my assistant.
Yeah,
that's a whole story. That's a whole minute. Danny was my assistant probably 17, 16. And to see Danny go from being a shy assistant to now her and her husband getting to be really known comedians. So they're going to come. They're going to make the red carpet hilarious. I already told them what I want them to do. So it's going to, first of all, that part is going to be fun. And then we're going to watch the movie, and it is a ride. The only way I can describe Enemy in My House, it is a ride, and you must get there at the very beginning. And it's no excuse because, everything starts at 4. So it's no excuse to be, coming in there at 5:30, because you come in there at 5:30, you're gonna miss it. But
we're on time. We're always on time.
Always on. Parables don't
always.
Parables Entertainment.
Yep.
I don't start at 5:01. We're not starting at 5:02. We're not starting on 5:03. We're starting that movie at 5:00.
Yep.
Right. So that's it. But again, y'all got pre-activities that'll get you there in time. But the movie is a ride from the time it starts to the time it ends. I got to be honest with you. This is a hilarious show. I really need to read, kind of do the marketing on it, because it looks very dramatic. But when I tell you this is a hilarious show, this show is absolutely hilarious, but it's as hilarious as it is dramatic and shocking and heartwarming. So you get all the different type of feels within it. And so we're going to have a ball. So you can expect to have a wonderful time with this wonderful cast. And let's get some popcorn, let's get some nachos, get some slushies, and let's just enjoy a Sunday afternoon at the movies.
Yay.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm for it.
Okay. Well, on our way out, I'm going to play the trailer, if you will, for those that may have came in a little late or stopping through and scrolling by trying to figure out what's going on. Before I play that trailer, because this will be I'm going to go to some end of the show promos for some other things. On the same day, the reason why I can't be there, Miss Lisa McCall is having her open auditions for Holiday Detroit the same day, same time. And so I'm there in spirit.
We know.
Get paid, black woman, get paid.
Get your money, girl.
I know that's
Make
right.
the money, don't let it make you.
Oh,
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make the money, don't let it make you.
That's right.
I hope that it's already sold out, but I hope that. Well, I know we can't. Well, you got to come back because there's some other. Okay, I'm like, I can maybe I'll do. So before I do the trailer, does anyone want to share anything that they're currently working on or getting ready to work on?
Can we shout before the cast card? Can we shout out Natasha's show?
Yes.
So our directress, Natasha Berry, amazing. First of all, Natasha is honestly one of the hidden gems in Detroit. She's a comedic. Yeah. She's a dramatic genius, but when I tell you she is a comedic, if y'all never seen her act, and a lot of y'all haven't, you have to come to one of my murder mysteries to see her in her form. She's literally a comedic genius. So she's doing a one-woman show on Friday. And so go to her page. I believe it's Nay Renee. Go to her page. Shout out to Nay. But support her show. So we got a busy weekend cast. So don't forget to get your tickets on Friday. This coming Friday, Nay is having her one-woman show. So we want to shout her out. Please, again, go to her page, Nay Renee, and get some tickets. I think most of the cast will be at the show. Of course, I'll be there. So I just wanted to shout that out for her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
That's Saturday, right?
That's Saturday.
Friday. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to come to that. So if somebody can send me the flyer, I'll share it. I mean, it's too late to share it on here to do because I'm sharing a couple of other flyers. If somebody could
just put in the group chat, TT, and she'll send it to you. Put in the group chat, tell her to send it to you. Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. But yeah, so is there anything you guys want to talk about that you're working on before I let you guys go and I play the trailer?
Tavon, I have a conference that I'll be a part of. It's called Women's Friendship Month. It's going to be the 27th of September in Detroit. So the following weekend, on a Saturday, actually, I overbooked myself, so I'll be there and then go into a wedding afterwards. But for anybody who's into conferences, all about women empowerment, definitely come. It's not my conference. I'm just going to be one of the guest authors talking about my book, Becoming a Better Me, The Challenge. So definitely pull up if you're into empowerment and just being around other amazing, talented women. Definitely come. September 27th is on my page, my Facebook page.
Okay. Now, where's that going to be at, Raisha? Where's that going to be?
It's going to be in Bloomfield Hills. I believe they changed the location. Yeah, they did change the location because it was at a place called Joyful Inspiration. But I believe they changed it to another place. So I don't know the exact address to that. I get it because they literally just changed it. But it is in Bloomfield on the 27th. I'll post it on my page to update it.
Tag me when you post.
Okay, I'll tag you in it. So definitely come. If you don't have my book already, come and get a book signed and support some other authors and watch a fashion show and some more vendors that'll be there.
Okay.
Nice. And then I'll be rushing up out of here to get to a wedding afterwards.
That's what we do, booked and busy. Tavon, you had your church finger up.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna be a part of TJ Hempfield's Lord It's Me Again. And I'm playing the lead role, which I'm super excited about. Honored to be cast today.
Yay!
It's
awesome.
I think that this one is interesting because, and I hope he don't mind me sharing it, but it's written in poem, and so it has like this like very different like nuance, very Shakespeare feel, but it's very current, very present. It's kind of got a street feel to it. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry a little bit, and I'm definitely excited to tell this story too. So
where it's gonna be?
It's gonna be November 21st, actually in the same venue that we had our first show at. What's the name of
the Ford Performing Arts Center?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, November 21st.
Yeah.
Yep. Send me a flyer for that too. I'll reach out to TJ if he want to come on and talk about that. That's dope. Okay, that's dope. The 21st. Okay. Anybody else? I know Ness always got her hands in something, but I'm hoping she'll say something. But Lynette, go ahead.
I'm working on. I'm doing a show with Frankie Darcel. This is actually let me see. Yeah, Vanessa and Frankie are basically the only two people that I want to work with. But it's called Conversations for Sisters Only. It's going to be in Philly. November the 15th and the 16th.
We can get flights. We can catch flights.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Wait. You said November what?
November the 15th and 16th.
I'll be in the Bahamas.
Oh, Mama Dave. Hey, when I grow up, I'll be like Mama Dave.
Mama Dave, that's life, okay?
I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, baby.
No. That's it. I'm doing Conversations for Sisters Only in Philly, November 15th and the 16th. Let's see. This is my 4th run doing that show. And I've seen 5 people come and go. She doesn't play either. Literally on the day of the show.
Oh wow.
Pick somebody out. Had somebody, yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Tag me when you post that too, because I like to share. That's what the platform is for. Big Sis Deb, what you working on? I know you're working on something.
How long we got? Wait, and we listen.
Wait, well, I'm actually waiting on one film of mine to come out, but it's a Brazilian film. It's actually in a festival right now in Rio. So wish I could fly there, but I don't got it like that. But anyway, I just finished filming with Janaea Black.
Okay.
I'm not sure when that'll be out. Awesome, controversial, heart-wrenching the film, but it should, you guys got to see this. It's phenomenal. And I'm also getting ready to finish up a film in Ohio that I started, and we should be filming that October 3rd through the 8th.
Nice.
And I just shot a commercial last week.
Oh,
I'll let y'all know when it
Love
comes
your
out.
commercials.
Commercial money.
Love them.
Listen, that commercial money hit different, don't it, Dad?
Who, baby?
They don't get it. These actors are.
I love that.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
They don't get it.
They don't get it.
Nope.
That commercial money, baby.
Now, what's the commercial? What's the commercial, Deb?
I don't know, girl. I was just in it. It's something about Detroit. They're showing a lot of different people, about that live around and in Detroit, and it's about the Detroit groove. So, we shot it down at Hart Plaza. And I was a church lady. Me and these 2 other church ladies. It was fun.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything else that they're sharing? They want to share?
I do want everybody to save the date.
That's what I was waiting on.
I need everybody to save the dates. And this venue has been booked for a year. So actually an exact year from this coming weekend, which I believe is November 18th and 19th. Don't quote me. It is going to be the 20th anniversary of Parables Entertainment. We will be returning to the venue we started at, which is the Dearborn Performing Arts Center. Believe it or not, I started there. That was our first show at the Dearborn Performing Arts Center, and we recorded Boss Lady there. But we'll be returning to the Dearborn Performing Arts Center. I will be doing a new show. I will release the name of that show on Sunday. I can tell you right now, y'all ain't ready. I can tell you right now. And this, I'm kind of going back to, this is going to be like a church stage play. And the only really church stage play I have is Unequally Yoked, right? So it's kind of returning to that. And I can tell y'all right now, y'all are absolutely not ready. And so I'm asking people, and we got people coming from out of town from this. This is one where I'm asking everybody. And I usually don't do this. I'm asking people from out of town to come. I'm asking every single actor I've ever worked with to come. I'm asking everybody to come because I don't know how many more shows I'm doing after this 20th anniversary, right? And so you just want to say that day. It's a year away, and we're gonna start promoting it pretty soon. But really save that day. I believe it's the 18th. Like, put it on your calendar, TT. I'll be calling you. We already talked about it.
Good. I thought November 18th.
No, September. It's the exact same weekend.
September. You said November.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all threw me off with all them November dates. So yeah, it's the exact same weekend. For some reason, the exact same weekend as this for 2026. Again, the venue's been booked for over a year. So I want everybody, and it don't matter. I tell actors, I can't put you in every show. right? Don't expect to be in every show. Every cast is different. Every scenario is different. And so a lot of time actors don't come out of support if they're not in the show. And I think that's wrong. Right, because I try to support people. Yeah, actors don't. If they in the show, they're not coming out. Let's just call it what it is. As a whole nother show, right? But if you're not in the show, come out and support. This is the first time I'm really gonna pull on people to, you know what I'm saying? I've poured into people. This is one time I'm gonna ask that y'all come back for this 20th anniversary and support.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. Yeah, that's gonna be real dope. That's gonna be dope.
I'll be there.
I have had the most amazing time with you guys. This was a special tonight. So I know my normal show is 8 to 9, but this is a special. And that's the beautiful thing about podcasts. You can do what you want to do on your own stuff. And so there's nobody that's gonna be like,
ain't that what Denard Daniel said? Denard Daniel said that. That's show.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Denard. So on our way out, I'm going to play the trailer. And for those of you that are lucky enough to be able to go out, you're going to have an amazing time on Sunday, the 21st at the Bel Air Theater in Detroit, Michigan. For those of you that unfortunately are not able to make it, you got a little sneak peek. You saved that date that Vanessa Lynn just told y'all, right? 2026. And anything that you heard, any of these amazing actors mentioned tonight, if you say, hey, I want to do, you know what, you can always rewind it. So this will be up and running in about 30 minutes probably, and then I'll drop the whole little link thing. And remember, whenever you guys post something, just tag me in it. You're working on something, you know, if I got the date open up, we can work it out. I would love to have you come back. It's always a pleasure. Vanessa, I know it's hard to get you. I don't know if
I'll see you next year, maybe.
Yeah, that's a plan. We can talk about it. Yes, and Deb, just you know, it's always love and much love. To you guys. Much love to you. And the best amazing time Sunday, because I know I won't be there, but have the most. And please take lots of pictures and share and all that good stuff. Okay. Yay! Wow, much love to you guys. I appreciate
it. Love y'all.
Thank you for having us.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
All right, Cass. See y'all Sunday.
Bye.
See ya. See ya.
Bye. Bye. I love it. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have just pulled up or you had the opportunity to not catch the show from the beginning, then you can go back as soon as I end this live. It'll come up and you can watch from the beginning. This was an absolute amazing interview tonight. If you missed the trailer, the sneak peek, and I'm gonna do this anyway. Look, it's sold out. I'm so sorry, sold out. But guess what? You should have got your ticket. Y'all know how we do. We like to wait till the 19th hour. Don't do that. Not when it's a good producer, director, and you got some amazing artists. So don't do that. But I'm gonna share the trailer so you can see what you might be missing. If you saw the stage play, then you already know it's familiar. You're going to say, yeah, I remember that. I thought that was funny, or I cried at that moment, whatever that looks like, because we all think a little bit different. And then I'll be coming right on back after the trailer, and I'll share an upcoming audition for those dancers and singers. If you are a dancer from the age of 7 to 17 for youth, if you are an adult trained dancer, Miss Lisa McCall would love to see you this coming Sunday on the 21st at the Opera House, okay? If you are a singer and you have some amazing vocals, get your best a cappella song and come on out also this Sunday, the 21st at 4 o'clock at the Opera House, okay? If you ain't at the show, and if you didn't luck up and get a ticket. So if you didn't get a ticket, you know you can come because you're not going to be occupied doing nothing. Okay, so let me play this trailer because it's amazing, and then I'll be right back.
This is Monique Daniels with the Mommy Minute.
In the meantime, in between time, I'm out. Let's just pray about it. Was that cool? I love you, Mrs. Daniels.
I love you more, Mr. Daniels.
How do you deal with it?
Harmony, there is nothing to deal with. I trust my husband.
My wife and I don't have secrets.
Just wondering if you have the tea on how committed Mr. Daniels is to his marriage. Excuse me?
It's my home that I share with my wife. I love my wife.
I don't know what's going on with them. Or us.
Can't believe you still tripping on that.
You cannot be serious right now. What's up with you?
Pick that woman out of your house.
I almost threw in the towel. And by chance, you walked through the door.
Mrs. Daniels, nothing, I mean nothing, ever happens by chance.
Simply amazing, y'all. Simply amazing. On a serious note, the actors that's a part of this production are simply amazing. And it's definitely a show you don't want to miss. If you have your tickets, you are in for a treat. If you were not able, and I'm not making fun of you, but if you were not able to get a ticket because they're sold out, then I just hope that you be able to catch them in something that they're coming up, because those actors you just got through watching, if you already was with us, are phenomenal, and they all are working on current projects. So I have a few more promos I'm going to share with you. Upcoming auditions coming. Let me do this. I'm going to, let me see how we're going to do. Yeah. So Miss Lisa's auditions, we're going to see if I got this right and I'm doing it right. It's coming this coming Sunday as well.
Without a woman or girl.
Now, that is going to take place, the auditions this Sunday, but the show will take place on December 18th at the Beautiful Music Hall in downtown Detroit. If you attended last year, you know that it was phenomenal, and it's going to be even better this year. I have one more promo that I want to share with you guys, if I can. Let me see if I can pull it up and see. I'm working this thing. Shout out to my husband, Swifty, who get me together, because I'd be like not navigating this thing, but I'm doing a pretty good job tonight. So let me see if I can share. Okay, did I do that right? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, so let me get my next one up for you guys. And this will be One Harlem Night. Now that is coming Sweetest Day weekend, also at the Music Hall. right there. All right. So that's all I got for you on this amazing Tap In Tuesday. This was a special edition tonight. Shout out to all of the viewers, no matter where you are in the world. I thank you for holding it down with us. Share. Remember, if you have your tickets, enjoy the show this coming Sunday, the 21st at the Bel Air Theater. That's the Vanessa Lynn Parables Entertainment production, but it's a movie. And then if you are a dancer or a singer and you are available, auditions will start at 4:00 sharp at the Detroit Opera House in downtown Detroit. And don't forget, that's coming December 18th to the Music Hall. And Sweetest Day weekend, if you don't have plans and you're looking for something to do, sexy and grown, grab your tickets and check out Sherry Henderson's One Harlem Night. It's your girl, TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.